I just wanted to say congratulations to all of the beautiful people, all of my girls out there who have been reconnecting with the divine feminine. Y'all, it has been a journey, and I know y'all know this because, this is what we're doing. So y'all see, I literally like got up and had to go to the post office to get some stuff done. So I'm just I'm in a whole I'm in a zone, y'all. But yeah, before I get started doing all the things, I wanted to just say congratulations. Congratulations to all of those who thought their time was up. Some people's time is up, and y'all know who I'm talking about. But for all of my beautiful, beautiful goddesses, high priestesses, witches, all of the all of the spiritual beings who have been out here putting in this work. It's so much. It's so much. Y'all did the thing, right? And you still doing the thing. You still doing the damn thing. What brought this on is, I went live on Saturday, one of them days. And I saw the video today, y'all. It got cut off on my Conscious Creations channel. So, and then it was all you know what I mean? All, and I'm like, what is going on? Because it was not like that when I recorded it. So anyway, something's up with that. But so I was at the crown or the womb. The crowning part, the womb of the Susquehanna River in Cooperstown, New York. Y'all Google that. It's like I said, I'm writing about this whole journey in my book called the Chapter 13 Plan, where I'm sharing with you all of the things that I experienced that got me to the place where I had to reclaim my spiritual birthright from a morally bankrupt system, right? And so this is all a part of the story. But then today, I got up after, first of all, I had a crazy vivid dream last night with mermaids and all kinds of stuff. But that's because I drank this, I made this concoction of soursop, fig leaves, and pimento leaf tea. And I drank that before I went to sleep. Dreams crazy vivid, because I did it with the intention of completing this cleanse of my lineage. And so again, all of this has been in alignment with the things that I've been telling y'all that I've been working on. And a lot of us have, right? Cleansing our lineage and cleansing ourselves of these different programs and things that we were born into, that were a part of our DNA through the bloodline that needed to be cleansed. And so today, when I went outside, I came outside to go, to come to the truck to go to the post office. And so my fig tree is out front. So I walked past the fig tree, didn't notice anything. But then I realized that the things that I went to go mail, I forgot in the house. So I had to go back. And so when I went back to the house, I spotted this, and I'll make that my the thumbnail for this video. A newborn fig leaf. And let me tell you the significance of that. Because when I planted this fig tree about 6 years ago, I did so with the intention, because I recognize the fact, and y'all have heard me talk about this, that the energy of the fig is very connected to the sacral chakra, because it helps with reproduction, because the fig leaves themselves look like the reproductive system, both male and female. And the fruit look like, testicles, but they also look like breasts. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And so I planted it with the intention of cleansing, right? the cleansing my bloodline from energies of sexual trauma and abuse and all of those things that were a part of my lineage, right? You know, from rape to sexual, you know, these things, cleansing that energy from, like, truly cleansing that energy from the bloodline. And so another thing that I did is I made a product called the Rebirth of Love. And this product is available on the website at consciouscreations.live. And what it is, it's a balm, or it's a balm. And it's the balm, right? And so what it is, it includes the synovial fluid from the fig tree. What that is when you take, like, the branch of a tree, like, you know, like not necessarily, well, yeah, but the branch of the tree, the inside of it, it's white, right? And you may be able to see that on the picture that I post, but it's white on the inside. So it's sort of like your spine, right? So think about it like your spine. So in your spine, there is fluid, right, up and down your spine that actually serves to protect the nerves that flow up and down your spine. It's synovial fluid, right? And so what happens is when this fluid dries out or anything like that, it exposes the nerves, right? And leaves the nerves unprotected, which is what causes damage in the spinal column, you know, for your nerves, right? Because your nerves flow down your spine to your brain and through the rest of your body, right? But the spine is your inner, it is the spine of your life story, your book, your library. You see what I'm saying? And so there's places in our story that we need to, we may have experienced pain at a particular part in our story. Right? So rather than burning down your own library, you want to go in and read those chapters and rewrite the story if you need to. Make sense? So part of me, all of these things were to go in and to perform a form of energetic and spiritual surgery on that part, right? And so I created the Rebirth of Love with the fluid from the fig tree, because that was the intention with which I planted the fig tree. And so part of that was allowing for there to be a rebirth of love in myself, through my lineage, and going forward with anyone who decides, anyone who comes into relation with the rebirth of love. Because when you have damage, specifically as a child, when you have damage to your reproductive organs, right? Or you were exposed to sexual violence or sexual trauma at a young age, that does something. And it does something, and specifically, it opens you up prematurely to energies that your body is not necessarily, your body's not ready for, right? Because unlocking that creative energy, unlocking your womb before your womb is ready to be unlocked, before that time of maturity, it can create psychological schisms. You see what I'm saying? Because there's levels to this. And so as these levels and layers of the self are awakened, they also awaken different gifts, different abilities, different things that may need to be healed. And at a young age, if you're not prepared to deal with that, because most young children are not prepared to deal with that, right? It creates issues. Do you see what I'm saying? That have to then go and be healed later on in life, or like I should say, as you mature. So when I saw this little fig leaf, it was so cute, y'all. The importance of that for me was that it occurred at the far end of a branch, to where it was a branch that I had cut off. And the reason I cut this branch off is because it was growing over the sidewalk where I had to walk in the house, because the tree is just growing and growing and growing. And so I had to cut that branch off. And so at the part where I cut, there's like a joint, right? Like, so there's a line of demarcation where I specifically cut that part off so it doesn't, hang over the walkway. And at that, beyond the line of demarcation, is this cute little fig leaf, right? And yeah. And that's when I saw that, that's what that spoke to me, is that the intention that I set when I planted this tree has come full circle. It's come to fruition. And so that just reminded me that going forward, I know that what I create will be created from a healed space. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I did the work. And so I know that those of you who find this video, right, you have been putting in that work. And I'm so proud of you, because I know that the only way that you would resonate with this video is you resonate with this video. The only way you would feel me is if you feel me. So you wouldn't even find this if you weren't on the same frequency. If this ain't your vibe, then you would have been clicked off a long time ago. And I know that. And so for those of you who are here now in this moment, I say congratulations. Please know that all of the work, all of the fun, all of the things that you have gone through, that you have put in that work for, baby, what you are about to witness, people gonna be like, they not even gonna think it's possible. They're gonna be like, how? They're gonna think it's gonna look like it happened overnight, right? But you know that you've been putting in work for a while. And so keep going. Keep going. Know that God's word, the word of the goddess, does not come back void, right? So what you have spoken into this creation, into this co-creation that we are doing together, what you have spoken, what you have put your hands to, shout out to the Geminis, right? What you have put your hands to, my baby. Yeah. Yeah. So keep governing your mental so that no one else has to, right? Govern your minds, govern your money, govern your energy, right? Because it's you. It's always been you. It's always been you. It's always been about you. It's all about you, boo. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm sending you so much love. Yeah. And if y'all want to, please go listen. If you resonate with this, go and pre-order my book, Chapter 13 Plan. It's available on the website at thetishahillman.com. That's the TISHAHILLMAN.com, where I go by the Relationship Oracle. And I want y'all to pre-order that book because, like I said, many of us have gone through this journey of having to reclaim our energy from a morally bankrupt system. And this is just my part in the journey, my part in the story. So I go into talking about my legal issues, like, and y'all, and for those of you who know, I'm also an attorney, right? So, so to have my own legal issues, to have to deal and really to go to court, to file to go through all of this stuff in order to reclaim my own mind, to reclaim my own energy and my right to use my own energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? To actually be able to reclaim your own energy, power, and authority, to use it as the divine intended for you and not for the whole world, right? To actually have, listen, y'all, and I go into this a bit when I talk specifically to my women, because of the way that the womb and the energy of the divine feminine in particular has been used and supplanted for the creation of an external debt-based system. You understand? You see what I'm saying? And it's been done through all manner of ways, including religion, education, politics, all of these things are externalized versions of your internal governance system. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you are a self-governing entity. You see what I'm saying? But people have been made to believe otherwise, that you're not a full grown adult on your own. You require someone else to take care of your money and to tell you what to think and how to feel. And do you see what I'm saying? That creates a system of robots and clones. And you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not in control of your own mind and your own energy, which is your currency, your energy is your currency. And so if you're not in control of the flow and of your own current and your own mind, what does that actually say? And we've been programmed to believe that shit is normal. And let me say this. Even if it is common, doesn't mean that it's right. You understand? At some point, owning people was also right. It was also legal at some point. And so it's these same systems that perpetuate themselves again and again to maintain relevance. You see what I'm saying? So in any event, that's a whole other thing. That's a part of what I write about, in my book. So y'all pre-order the book, because all of this, we're expanding. And y'all know I've been working on conscious creations and running my website and doing all these things in order to bring you all this layers and levels of information, as well as tools and resources and things to help you along your journey. Including, things like, herbal teas and balms and salves, all of these things that are consciously created and made with intention to help you guys along, or to help you beautiful beings, to help you conscious creators, along your life's journey, which is your spiritual journey. So I love y'all. I'm so grateful to be here with you all. And I thank you so much, so much for pouring into me and for seeing the vision before you saw the vision. Okay. So in any event, y'all, I got to get started, get myself together and, move about my day. So talk to y'all soon. And until next time, love yourself well. You deserve it.